Hello, hello, hello everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. I hope everybody is having a wonderful year so far. I am here to talk to you about the MZ Wallace Small Max bag. It is my current work bag right now, and I picked it up over the holidays at Bloomingdale's, and I can confidently say after using it for several weeks that I absolutely love this bag. I knew I would. It just had everything that I loved about other MZ Wallace bags. It had the quilting that I love so much, and had the lightweightness and the just packability and just convenience factor that MZ Wallace bags always have. But it also has the addition of very useful exterior pockets. That was always something that was missing from their Metro Totes and Sutton line of bags. So I am glad that they came out with the Max. I have the regular size Max as well, but this is also the small and the one that I have been using most frequently lately. So I'm just going to jump into the features of this bag. It is very, very simple. This is the magnet color, one of their staple colors. It's just their classic gray with gold hardware, just one of my absolute favorite color combinations from MZ Wallace. And so as you can see, it really is just more of it's like a square, not a perfect square, but it's like a square shaped tote, and it's just uniform quilting all around. And it has these not quilted, but padded handles. And these handles, I will say, do slip off of your shoulder from time to time. I mean, this material is not exactly very sticky or anything. It's actually very slippery, and so it's very easy for these to slip off of your shoulder from time to time, especially at least one of the straps. Not both. I find that at least one of them will stay on my shoulder most of the time, but the other one will always inevitably kind of slip down as you're walking around. So that is definitely one thing to take note of. It's not a huge bother for me personally, because I actually like to hold my straps onto my shoulders. I just have a habit of doing that. But it's something to definitely point out for those of you who might be driven crazy by something like that. One of these two straps will pretty much always fall down. And I also do sort of wish that they did provide a little bit longer, maybe an inch longer of a drop length for these. These fit fine over my shoulder, but I would have just appreciated just a tiny bit more length so that it would be easier to access these pockets. So speaking of the pockets, there are 4 lovely and useful exterior pockets on this bag, and they're somewhat hidden. Like, these front ones are not super obvious, and neither are the side ones unless you have something in them. So I really like that about this, and that it adds to the nice clean look of the exterior. So it does have this front pocket here, which is where I just keep my phone all the time. So this is an iPhone XS. It fits beautifully in here, and the larger phones should be able to fit in here as well. This front pocket goes down to about here. So not all the way down, and this is the width of, you can see where the width of the pocket is. It's based on where these handles kind of start. So this is the width of the bag, and it goes down to about here. So it seems to be sized to fit your standard cell phones. And then the back pocket, it has a back pocket that is identical in size to the front one. So in here, I usually just keep a couple of quick reach things like chapstick and my little Fortify nasal thing from Sage. And then I'll sometimes throw my wallet or keys in here as well. And then on the side pockets, these are really useful for things like your umbrellas or your water bottles. I will often keep a water bottle in here. I will also throw my sunglasses in here as well. These are really great pockets for just throwing those types of items into. And just for illustration purposes, I do have this Swell water bottle. This is a 17-ounce Swell bottle. It fits just fine in there. Any taller, like maybe the 25-ounce bottles, they will, I don't know if it would fit comfortably in here. Probably not, and it will also look, you would have to put up with it sticking up over the bag. So this is what it kind of looks like with a water bottle tucked into the sides. And you could of course put another one on the other side as well. So those are the exterior pockets, and they are excellent. Very, very useful for just grabbing quick things. And then this is the top of the bag. It has that just kind of plastic zipper that the Metro Totes and Sutton bags have. So this is kind of it's this very thin nylon lining material. So I kind of always I'm always paranoid about catching the material into the zippers. It's happened to me before on some of their other bags, like the Crosby's. So I do have to take care to kind of open and close the zipper because this lining is just so thin and flexible, and it's definitely easy to get caught in these zippers sometimes. So just be careful. And the interior is gray, at least on this particular bag. Yeah, but it works. And in here, it has the normal 6 MZ Wallace interior pockets. So it has 2 slip pockets on the front wall here, and it's always they always seem to be the same size in all their bags generally. They're typically sized to fit your phones or sunglasses and things. I don't have anything in these pockets at the moment because I have a bag insert in this bag that I'm going to get to. And then the exterior, I didn't even take the tissue paper off of this zipper yet, but the back wall of the bag has the same typical pockets that MZ Wallace bags have. It's the back exterior zip with 2 additional slip pockets inside, and they're okay size. I wouldn't put huge things. I don't think they will fit your phone in these back 2 pockets. These are good for stashing little items, perhaps, like hair ties, chapstick, and things like that in these back pockets. But this back wall pocket is pretty generously sized as well. I don't have anything in those pockets because, again, I have the bag insert, and it also does have the business card holder or Metro card holder pocket. And then it does have the little key clasp, key leash, or wait, does it? Yes, it does. So it has the key clasp that is typically attached to the little pouch that comes with the bag. So here it is. This is just the same material, same thin, flexible nylon material as the lining of this bag. So this is in the same magnet gray color with gold hardware. And so this is one of their kind of larger pouches that you would typically see in the Sutton or Metro Tote, large ones. So that's this little pouch that it comes with, and then it also has, I just threw in here the detachable crossbody strap, and this is one of the thicker straps, not the kind of thinner ones that come with some of the bags. So this is your detachable crossbody strap that can go on the side D-rings of the bag here, which is a really nice feature for the Max, as opposed to your typical Metro Tote that doesn't have these side rings, or it does not have the ability to have the crossbody strap attached so you could wear it crossbody. Or if you just want a longer strap to go over your shoulder, you also have this option too. So that is really, really nice. I typically just carry mine with the little grab handles here, but it is nice to definitely have the option if I need to go hands-free or if I'm traveling to be able to throw this over my shoulder and go crossbody. It's kind of big to go crossbody. It's not something that I would prefer to do, but it, again, is nice to have the option. So in here, I actually have a bag insert for this bag, like I mentioned. It's not necessary to have a bag insert for this bag because of all the pockets that it already comes with, but I just kind of liked the insert to give it a little bit more structure. And I will note that the bottom of this bag, it does have the little feet, the leather feet here and the logo, but the bottom of this seems to be lined with one of those little plastic pieces that just kind of gives shape to the bottom. So again, you don't need a bag insert for it. It does have some structure at the very bottom, but I like the bag insert. This is a thing that I got a zillion years ago on Amazon, and so I just decided to kind of resurrect it to use in this bag, and it seems to be working really, really well. So these, they have so many colors, so many choices on Amazon these days, or probably anywhere else. This is just your typical bag insert that you can search for on Amazon. You might want to check the dimensions, but this one happened to work for the Max Tote, the small Max, exactly right, and it was just great. So this just has a lot more pockets in addition to the 6 that are already in the bag. And in here I just keep all of your typical items that you would keep in a purse, a wallet. I have my little separate pouch. This is I believe this is the Savoy cosmetic pouch. This came out a few years ago, and this is in the army color, which I miss dearly. I really wish they would bring it back, but it's just this very nice kind of grayish green, and this has all of my personal items in here, toiletries and lotions and chapsticks. So this little pouch I kind of switched from bag to bag. And then I just have a little checkbook. You can kind of see generally I've got lotion and cards and sunscreen and hand sanitizer and all those things that you would keep in a purse. I've got a little pocket with receipts back there. I've got this little bag holder thing that I picked up off of Amazon. So this is a great little bag insert that I can just use to help shape the Metro Tote so that it stands up a little bit more. Because without it, you can see that the bag can be, of course, it's being weighed down by the crossbody strap. Let me remove that for a minute. You can see that it does slouch, which is fine. It's nice and flexible in that way, and so it's also easy to pack up and stash in a suitcase for travel, but it kind of just slouches down. And so I wanted to give it a little bit more structure. That's why I have the bag insert. But otherwise, this is what the bag looks like empty. Oh, this is also my work badge, but this is what the bag looks like empty. It's a very generously sized, I don't know if you can see that with the camera very well, but it's a very generously sized just main compartment. I can easily, even with the bag insert that I put in here, there's a lot of room on top of the bag insert. I can easily throw a sweater, I can throw a water bottle. Sometimes I put a water bottle in here rather than here. So it's a great compartment for pretty much anything you need every day at least. So just for kind of illustration, if you're wondering, this is an iPad Pro. I think it's the 10-inch. It's from a few years ago. This will fit in there just fine. It can also go horizontal. So I don't know about your 12-inch. Actually, yeah, your 12-inch iPad Pros will probably fit in here, no problem. The zipper will close over it. It works. So that's your 10-inch iPad Pro. And then also for illustration purposes, I have my work laptop with me. This is a pretty large, it's definitely a 15-inch, 15.6 maybe, laptop. I'll just kind of stand it up here. You can see it definitely does not fit very comfortably in here. I did bring it home with me like this the other day, so you can see it kind of sticking up there quite a bit. But I guess it works in a pinch. So 15-inch, I wouldn't recommend this bag to carry a 15-inch laptop. Your 13-inch laptops, maybe. Your Surface Pros, probably. But probably just your typical tablets will be pretty good in the small Macs. So that is pretty much it. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to post below. And again, Happy New Year, and thank you very much for watching.